You guys want some more Halloween Horror Nights?
Or what about breakfast with the Grinch and his friends?
This is episode 528 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I am your host Lee for this week. Michelle is not here because, spoilers, we've recorded these next two shows the wrong way around. She's currently on a plane coming back from Orlando for visiting Halloween Horror Nights for the first time, but she did join us for the hour and 46-minute epic that was our house review and ranking episode that will be out next week. But I am joined with Tracy.
Hello.
And Chris.
This feels like deja vu.
I was going to say, it's very familiar, Chris.
Welcome back,
Almost
buddy.
like we just did this.
I know, crazy, right?
Shut up. For those who don't know what the hell's going on, we have actually done this first 5 minutes already, but I didn't hit record. Look.
No excuses, you're just an idiot.
It was a good job I caught it when I did.
Thankfully.
So to go back over it again, yeah, we missed you, buddy, last week. I really wanted you on that episode because you were such a part of that trip.
Yes, yeah. Like I was mentioning before, we had a great time over there, and we did say bye 87 times.
We did. We did.
But it's always a good time hanging out with you guys. And yeah, I was just yelling through the phone on some of the things you guys were talking about because I wish I was there. But Jillian did a great job, so thanks, Jill, for covering.
It was exactly like you said, though. It's just easy hanging out, you know. I think I said to you at one point, I think when we were in Cowfish, that it's cool being in the parks and being at Halloween Horror Nights, but I think I said to Chris, this is what I miss.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, just having a meal, just chilling out and being able to
just catching
spend
up with our
time
family
with people.
Yeah.
And we got to
or
do
even
it.
just like power walk in the park
5
minutes before they close.
Well,
like the first night we saw you guys.
You'll blame guest services for that. We should have been in the park like an hour earlier, but anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. I suppose we better talk about it. I did sort of mention this to Tracy. Do you think we should broach it? Because I think it's something that has affected Orlando massively.
Yes.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Hurricane Ian. I want to say out first and foremost, if you have been affected by it, our hearts and thoughts go out to you guys because very specifically a girl I work with, her family lives in Fort Myers, and
wow.
Like everyone else, they've lost everything.
Yeah.
That place was completely leveled.
It's
it is bad. It's bad. And we got so I'm in South Florida, so 3 hours from the park. And I mean, when I tell you, we've dealt with this before, and we dodged a bullet because it just kept on turning, and then it started coming back, and it was extremely unfortunate that it just kind of put Florida, Central Florida, in the crosshairs.
Because it's normally not that bad, Florida, is it? It normally gets a bit of a buffeting, but not to this extent.
Yeah, Central Florida doesn't get it as bad as, I would say, like South Florida, because a lot of the times it'll try to rip through South Florida, so it starts kind of slowing down a bit unless it does one of these little turns from either direction, and then in that case, it's the same thing like South Florida, where it's just strong off the warm waters. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even looking at the parks, it's... Other than COVID, when was the last time that the theme parks closed down for something like this? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Irma.
When was that?
20.
That was the second year of Academy of Villains, wasn't it?
Yes. Correct. I only remember Irma because they did the Irma show.
Okay.
Because Irma destroyed the stage that they were supposed to be on.
No, I didn't.
And they had like a small little stage on the side.
I didn't realize they'd actually closed the parks down for that then. So it wasn't that long ago. It's still 4 years.
Yeah, they may have closed after that, but I don't remember off the top of my head because I've been going every year since.
Yeah, but I mean, look at obviously, some of the pictures that we've seen around the walkways over to the hotels underwater, the Hulk tunnel being completely filled.
Yeah.
Not to mention the giant
Jurassic
hole
Park.
on the side of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's crazy, and they've got again. This is what we're here for, talk about Universal Orlando. A shout out to every single team member that busted their ass to get those theme parks back up and running as they did. It is such an amazing feat. And I think I know it's the job, but I think it shows how much...
You don't know what they had going on at home as well. They could have had,
that's very true.
Their homes
Yeah.
could have been damaged, or family, that had to care for. They've still come in and done that, and it's just...
It shows how much those team members love that resort as much as the rest of us do, that they're prepared to put in all the hours that they need to get it back up and running for people to go and escape everything that has gone on. It's...
Yeah. I mean, even from personal experience of being up there, because there was, I forgot what hurricane it was, that we actually just drove up there because it was going to be really bad down here. It made a whole little turn here and there, but we were locked down at Cabana Bay. And I mean, all the staff there was fantastic. They know people are just kind of going a little stir crazy. And even to going back to the parks when that reopened, and even right before they closed down, everybody was just so considerate. Nobody just threw their hands up and just started, kind of doing whatever they wanted to. No, they kept everybody, entertained, taken care of, basically.
Yeah.
So they've always done a fantastic job. And I've literally, I bumped into, a couple people while we're on that trip. And I told them, I'm like, yeah, if you're on vacation, if you want to be stuck anywhere, I'd probably pick here. Just because it's, better than being powerless at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this year I know they've had characters out. I know friends of ours who stayed in, I think they were in Cabana Bay this year, and they had all the characters out entertaining people, buffets on for people to get food and stuff. And yeah.
But also, don't forget the people who are working are going through this as well. So,
exactly.
They're not just holding up like other people are and being entertained. They're having to work as well. That's a lot of stress on somebody. So, greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's hope this is it for this year, because you know what Florida can be like.
Yep.
It's it's pretty crazy. So again, our thoughts go out to everyone, and I hope you've got through it the best you possibly can. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Not to belittle that, because we're not, but let's talk about what we're actually here for and try and pick everyone up and talk about Universal Orlando. And of course, we are welcoming Chris back. Not only are we welcoming Chris back, but it's also time for Seth, because he's been away for quite a while as well.
Yes.
So it's time for a Little Things with Seth.
Hi, this is Seth Kuberski, author of the Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando. It's been a while, but I am back bringing you a new look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. Going to start off with a tip for those of you who use the 408 Expressway in order to get to and from Universal Orlando. Central Florida Expressway Authority is phasing out coin baskets at the toll booths. You'll only be able to pay by plate or use a transponder. So if you haven't yet gotten a Sun Pass or E-Pass, now is the time to do it. The coin option will be removed from the 408 in the coming months. All right, now that we're on Universal Orlando property, let's head inside Universal Studios Florida, where a recent video from Universal Parks and Resorts for corporate employees confirmed that a Minions attraction is coming to Universal Studios Florida. However, it was just a tiny tease and there are no additional details. Taking a walk around the studios, in Production Central, demolition is continuing on the Monsters Cafe, and work is progressing on the exterior, at least, of the upcoming Minions attraction, which is replacing Shrek. Also, at Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, the big banner on the large lift hill has finally been replaced after many, many months of being missing. It was temporarily removed for the hurricane, but it's back up now. Also, I recently noticed on Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket the option to hear Blink-182 songs as part of the secret tracks has been removed. However, for a limited time, you can hear Chucky from the Child's Play films, along with a scary soundtrack by hitting 666 in the hidden menu. If you're a martial arts fan, you may be interested to know that Karate Combat is coming to Universal Studios Florida. They're going to be filming some competition in the sound stages near Production Central. Filming is set for October 29th, and you may be able to participate by watching the filming. Right around the corner, I'm happy to say that the repaving project in New York has finally completed. Cobblestones on Delancey Street have been smoothed out, making it much nicer for wheelchair users. And the project was done just in time to clear that corner for the debut of the new dance show, which takes place right near the Blues Brothers stage. A little bit of Halloween Horror Nights news. On October 5th, the band Midnight Syndicate was at the studios to sign copies of their latest vinyl album featuring music related to Legendary Truth. If you missed that signing, there'll be another signing on October 19th at the Five and Dime for Halloween Horror Nights artists. And right across the street from the Five and Dime, the Universal Studios Florida Dark Room, which was a green screen experience where you would get photoshopped into a background, has closed, and the room is being gutted and connected to the former Williams of Hollywood prop shop next door. No word yet officially on what exactly that space will turn into. But we've heard rumors that the dark room may relocate to a different spot in the studios. And finally, in the studios, while the rest of Halloween Horror Nights was pretty quick to get back up and running after the hurricane, Ghoulish has been out of commission, and there have been rumors that the fountain show was too badly damaged to return during Halloween Horror Nights. However, if you're a fan of the show, like I am, you'll be happy to know that Universal's social media has said that they are working hard to get Ghoulish back up and running before the event ends. All right, let's head on over to Islands of Adventure, where I've noticed that the Christmas shop in Port of Entry is under refurbishment and behind a themed scrim. It's really good to see that. In the past, Disney was the only one that would do themed scrims to try to keep photos looking nice during refurbishments. So it's good to see that Universal not only put one of those up, but managed to take it down and put it back up again for the hurricane. Speaking of the hurricane, a lot of photos went around on social media showing the Hulk with its underground tunnel flooded. Happy to report that the Hulk is back up and running, as is Jurassic Park River Adventure, even though there is damage in the form of a hole in the side of the show building. The main attraction that remains closed since the hurricane is Dudley Do-Right, which last I checked was drained and did not have a reopening date yet. In addition, a lot of the water features around Toon Lagoon have not been functioning lately. With the weather cooling down a little, it's not so bad, but it's a shame when it is hot out that Toon Lagoon has not had its water features. And as we head out of Islands of Adventure, you will notice some work going on at the turnstiles. The exit turnstiles had been behind barriers for quite a while. Those barriers were removed, and the new turnstiles were revealed that do not have the barriers that you have to push through. These are the style with the electronic eyes, much like were installed at Universal Studios Florida earlier this year. For the time being, that exit turnstile is currently being used as the entrance turnstile, while some work is going on at the normal entrance, and the group entrance is being used as the exit. So keep your eyes open while approaching Iowa's Gate, and look carefully for the way you want to go. I've got a few quick food notes. If, like me, you've been trying to eat more plant-based foods inside the parks, you'll be happy to know that the Universal Orlando Vegans, who have a great Facebook group, have now started a website collecting all their information about vegan food on Universal Orlando menus, and you can find that at universalorlandovegans.com. And if you've got a sweet tooth for Harry Potter themed snacks and you can't quite make it to the park, Jelly Belly is now selling butterbeer, jelly beans, and other Harry Potter candy nationwide. Back out in City Walk, the walls are down around the upcoming Universal Escape Room, and posters have been put up showing off the Jurassic World and Back to the Future themes of the upcoming attraction. Still no firm opening date for that escape room, but it is set for before the end of the year. And there have been some additions to the Dead Coconut Club, the former Red Coconut Club, which has reopened just for Halloween Horror Nights. They're now live singers performing on select evenings, and they've installed a Mold-O-Matic machine featuring classic Universal monsters. And to wrap everything up, I recently took a one-night staycation at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort to enjoy Halloween Horror Nights. And I noticed something while I was there. While the closing time for the pool at Cabana Bay is as late as 10 p.m., the lazy river has been closing 30 full minutes before the rest of the pool. So if you are a lazy river fan like me, don't cut it close. Be sure to get your floating time in well before the rest of the pool shuts down. All right, that's going to be all for me this time. I'll be back in a couple more weeks with more little things from around the Universal Orlando Resort. And until then, you can find me online at the UG Series on Twitter, at the Unofficial Guides on Instagram, or you can pick up a copy of the brand new Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando 2023 edition at theunofficialguides.com. And until next time, I'm Seth Kaburski, keeping an eye on all those little things for you.
See ya, Seth.
Where do we want to start there?
Quick question about the 4-weight.
Right.
With the tolls. I know it's not like theme park, but it affects people. How does that affect rental cars then?
Right. So if you remember when we came over in 2020, they just link it to your credit card now and you just automatically go through.
We have, so if I'm not mistaken, they probably put like little sun passes on all the cars. So it knows that time period you have it to pay for it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so like most, if not every single Floridian and probably surrounding states would have like a sun pass.
Yeah. If
not, they just send you a ticket.
Yeah.
For ours, it was just like when we signed up for everything at Alamo, they just said, it's linked to your card, so you'll just go through and it'll just automatically be billed to your credit card, which I thought was quite handy. Cause
those baskets, I could never hit them anywhere. So.
Well, we used to lose more loose change that first couple of visits to Orlando trying to flick it because you never got parked close enough and you're trying to flick it from 10 miles away. And it was like playing skee ball with quarters.
Yeah. I honestly haven't seen one in years. Like they replaced all that down here.
I prefer Ubering now. It's much easier. It's a bit more expensive, but it's easier.
I miss driving though.
Oh, I don't.
I do. Anyway.
So Dead Coconut Club.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yes, because you have some info you've been desperate to impart.
Yeah, I see a lot of people asking this question, and I'm very excited for Dead Coconut Club, and I want it to be here forever.
Yes.
So yeah, a lot of people have been asking if or saying Universal do this all year long. So my best guess is, and this is coming from after speaking with one of the managers that were there, I think it's going to be around every season. He kind of hinted at that already. So I know we spoke about this, in messages, but from what he told me, just some fun facts. So Dead Coconut Club was put together extremely fast. We're talking like a month. And and they were the first talk of Dead Coconut Club actually came in July. And then shortly thereafter, they started working on putting it together. Basically, all the stuff inside was already owned by Universal, so it's dead cheap for them to put that together. Obviously, they own the space. And here's the fun part. And here's the reason why when he said this, I'm like, oh, this isn't going anywhere. So they had, their sales goals that they needed to make for the season, right? They're going to open this up. It's going to cost this much money for us to do all this. We should be making at least this much the entire 2 months of Universal, Horror Nights. So the goal that they were supposed to make all season was made in the first weekend.
Wow.
Now, some people were like, well, it's Labor Day weekend. It's a longer weekend. A lot of people come, even though you still blew out 2 months budget in one, or 2 months goal in 1 weekend.
And bear in mind, it's not open every night either.
Correct. And so management was like, well, maybe it was a fluke. Let's see. Well, and this was probably the third weekend in that I was talking to him. He goes, every weekend since, we've blown out the previous weekend's amount of sales.
Wow.
The bartenders love working there. They go, we've never made this much money before, even working at the Red Coconut Club, which was a nightclub, right? So everybody's getting money showered on them. People want to shower their money on Universal. So I think we're going to see this theme to Christmas, Mardi Gras, all that kind of stuff.
I hope so. Because we might actually get to go in it at that point.
Yeah, not just sit outside.
Yeah. Well,
you went in.
Oh, yeah, well, I shouldn't have done. The door was open, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that, actually.
Not that difficult, man. Just throw a little Santa hat on all the monsters. I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Expand the menu out a little bit more. Just keep on building up on it, and I think it's a nice staple to have because we don't have anything like that. And even like the addition of those singers that they added there, I thought it was a nice little touch. It's entertainment to do while you're there, so why not?
It's that same thing of what they did with Fast Food Boulevard. Like when Fast Food Boulevard was the International Food and Film Festival, nobody went in it. Then they theme it to The Simpsons, and it's packed all the time. Today Cafe, before it was the Beverly Hills, how would you pronounce it, Tracy? Because I always get it wrong.
Boulangerie.
There you go. Before, I'd never set foot in the place. Now, it's the most visited food place on Universal property, as far as me and Tracy are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same thing. If you're building something that people want to go into, why wouldn't you keep it around?
Yeah.
And then especially when you've got, this is your twofer as well, that the escape room's like a short walk down. So you've got people potentially coming out of the escape room, want to go for a drink or a drink beforehand while they're waiting for the escape room. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's funny, even like going on the pass holder page and people asking about it. They didn't even know that Red Coconut Club existed, and now they're going to it.
I'll be honest, I didn't. Like, I knew it was a thing, obviously, from talking about it on the podcast, but as far as where it actually was and what it looked like, nope.
Yeah, I'd gone in there a couple times years ago, but that place was always changing too, so they weren't doing the best, and now they're doing quite well.
But then this leads on to the dark room closing. So we've talked about rumours of an Epic Universe preview centre coming. And the rumours I heard was that it was going to be going into the Red Coconut Club. But now with the Dead Coconut Club being as successful as it is, with Williams of Hollywood closing and the dark room closing, adjoining to each other, maybe that's where it's going.
That would make a lot of sense.
Makes sense.
It would have made more sense for it to be where, like, to put it in where the Red Coconut Club was, because then you've got people who aren't necessarily going into the theme parks that could go into it. But yeah, I think if you're looking for a space, then that makes sense to put it in there.
I mean, to be fair, the previous preview center was inside Universal.
It was. Now, it's where the tribute store is, right? Yes.
Yeah, it was right there. Now, albeit, I don't think... Did City Walk exist back then? No, it didn't.
No,
right?
it didn't.
So,
it was like that
so
whole
that's
thing.
Probably why it
yeah.
wasn't in City Walk.
Yeah,
because it didn't exist.
Yeah. I mean, are we gonna take a minute's silence for Ghoulish?
I'm done.
I'm so disappointed for Michelle not getting to see it because I love that show. I mean, we're going to talk about it in a few weeks' time, but it's such a shame. Like, it's weird. A lot of people have been saying, how can a hurricane damage a water show?
I'm very curious what they damage as well, because those water cannons are underwater. And they could lower and raise them as need be.
It's very strange.
But yeah, I feel like something else had to have broken, either an engine for the jets if something was exposed, or maybe something in the background. Who knows? It's
a huge loss for Horror Nights this year for me.
It really is.
Like I say, we did Ghoulish 3 times and we did Nightmare Fuel 3 times. And to not have that there is weird. I'm so glad we saw it as many times as we did.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you that, like, if you're there, don't put things off, because you never know, you might not get to see it again.
Yeah, very true.
Maybe this is a sign that Universal should professionally film these shows, because they could have put it up on YouTube at least then.
I mean, it's on YouTube. I've been watching Attractions Magazine's version of it for about the last 6 weeks.
But like an official, but properly shot.
They should do, yeah.
And we've said this for years about everything. Do you know what? Have an annual Horror Nights soundtrack out there as well, please.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do professionally video everything. They're just not putting it out there yet.
Well, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And didn't they used to film every single Bill and Ted's?
I don't know about that.
I know they have every Bill and Ted's, because like I would see things get leaked out from old years, and it was like official footage. So
I mean, for a film studio to not would be a bit daft.
Yeah.
So the escape room, you've got 7 weeks to get it open, Universal, and that's what I'm saying. You've got 7 weeks to get it open because it better be open. Yes. You watch, they'll open it the day we leave.
Probably.
I think you have a good shot. I'll be honest with you, because they said before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And you're in December.
Yep, and the walls are down. There's coming soon posters on it. It's looking more and more. And look, from conversations we've had with people, it sounds like it's done and has been for weeks, if not months. So I don't know what they're waiting for, because as far as we're concerned, it's ready to go.
Very excited about it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to find out how much it's going to be. Have we?
They're going to...
Oh, not reservations.
No, I wish we did.
I was going to say, we get reservations. It's not open yet.
No, the reservations we've got, they may dial back the difficulty factor for the vacation audience.
Tracy and I were talking about this.
People want to win because it's fun to win, but we'd like to lose if we should have lost.
We were watching an episode of Dragon's Den. Chris, to you, that's Shark Tank. That's the British version. It's called Dragon's Den, right? And there was guys on there doing escape room, and it got us talking about this, and we were like, I wonder what the difficulty level will be. Yeah. Will they have a standard difficulty level, or will they be able to adjust the difficulty level in it? Because, like, not everyone... It's one of those things that people come into theme parks just want to do it as a bit of fun, but then you've got the likes of us who are completely competitive. And to be fair, like a lot of annual pass holders
like to be challenged.
Want that as well. So whether it'll... Because I think if they do a one-size-fits-all, it's going to be on the lower end of the difficulty scale, because you're going to have
more
kids
people who will
win
as well, and it's good for the gram.
I think they're probably just going to have one difficulty, at least in the beginning. I don't think they'll have any problem selling out that room.
No.
And
I'm
so until they have to worry about that, then maybe they'll start to think of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I get it. Like, you can also have that replayability if you have different difficulty levels.
Yeah.
You're still in Back to the Future, but Yeah.
As we say, we're just quite competitive. We like to be challenged.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there and be like the Big Bang Theory when we've done it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, let us out now.
That's not value for money.
Yeah. Well, no, there is that as well. I mean, that's the thing about escape rooms. It's weird, isn't it? You've paid all this money and the idea is to get out as quick as you possibly can, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Because
you want to be in there as long as possible. So basically, when you get the key to come out, you just sit there right till the last minute and then come out. That's what you want to do. It doesn't make sense to finish it as quick as you can, because then
I'm pretty sure there'd be a ton of things to look at in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plant-based foods.
That's Shelby.
We're going to talk about that.
We're talking about?
Is that how it is?
Hang on.
They've been in touch with us before when we did our episode with
Universal Orlando Vegans.
Yeah,
Shelby. I interact a lot on Instagram.
Okay. Well, Shelby, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on.
We would love to have you on.
We've covered a lot of the food items and stuff at Universal this year, and having gone over with Jade, who was a vegetarian, was interesting. She's a fussy vegetarian. She ate grilled cheeses most of the time we were there.
We've had interaction over this. I really need you to come on so we can discuss the African lentil and potato sambusa coffin, please, because I need to relive that.
Reach out to us. I'd love to do an episode with you guys about plant-based options at the park, because I know a lot of people find that interesting now. And
it's also something close to my heart as well. And I want to make sure everybody's got as much information and choice as they can have.
Because there's a lot. I noticed they've been posting a lot of stuff recently that's new there, so it is really good.
Yeah.
Is this the return of the veggie section?
Maybe.
Huh.
And we'll have you on. It'd be cool. Do like the top 10 plant-based items at Universal Orlando. I'll do like a top 10.
Mm-hmm. If we could eat them as well, that'd be great.
I mean, this is what I mean. Can you imagine if we were over there doing all these things? I want to go and do like a try all the donuts at Voodoo Donut in one go.
No. No.
Comes with a diabetes shot.
I'll let you do that.
I'll quite happily do that.
Dudley being drained and closed. I saw online a bit of backlash about it. People complain, this ride's closed. A hurricane's just been through. Lots of excess water. Lots of sewage water, people. These rides have to be closed, drained and cleaned.
Dudley do rights.
Oh my.
Ripsaw Falls.
Wow.
It was
dad
there.
Jokes have arrived.
It was there. It was there for the taking, so I took it.
Wow. Almost as bad as me.
Look, I'd rather they kept everything closed down until it was properly ready to open. So you can't.
You mean like Jurassic Park River Adventure?
It's just a hole in the side. It's fine.
Well, it's not even a hole. It's just the sidings come off.
Yeah.
So that's good. That should be no internal damage, but they will be doing full structural checks.
I have complete
no
confidence in Universal that there's no way they would open anything if it wasn't.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Let's move on to some Producers Club birthdays. Before we get there, don't forget the Producers Club is open. Come and join us. What have we just done? Our first giveaway.
Apparently so. I found out about that when I found it online.
Yeah, you were asleep.
Me too.
And actually the person who won was watching. So Jessica Russo.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it was awesome. She got one of the Frankenstein pop vinyl things and an ET 40th anniversary spoon.
Oh, so the one I wanted to be part of, you did without me.
You were asleep. I wanted to get it done.
Noted.
Lee, hand me that shovel back, buddy.
The only reason, I said at the time, the only reason they got that spoon is because I saw it in the shop and I was like, that's cool, I want it, but I'm not a big ET fan, so I'm going to buy it and give it away as a gift.
The only reason I got the Frankenstein is because of me.
All right, well, Jessica, you need to thank Tracy, I guess. Anyway.
Congratulations, Jessica. I'm really happy.
The Producers Club is open. Come and join the cool kids. There's giveaways and exclusive podcasts and a private Facebook group with a ton of awesome people in there, and it's really cool. And you get your birthday read out on the show, just like Tracy's about to.
Trying to. Well, somebody keeps talking.
I have to promote it.
Well, there's also a chance you could be on the show.
I mean, there is that as well.
Yeah, that too. Okay, I'm going to kick this one off with well, they're all October birthdays. With a 12th of the month birthday. It is the lovely Laurie Canning's birthday. Happy birthday, Laurie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And the following day on the 13th.
Oh, I know this guy.
Oh, yes.
He awkwardly waves at you while walking through Universal Studios in Florida.
And then you insult him back.
Oh, Grace, I am so sorry, dude. But it was just like, who's he looking at? I didn't know who he was.
You're an idiot.
I could have been a lot worse, to be fair.
You are an idiot. Yes, it is Grayson Alba's birthday. Happy birthday, Grayson.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
It was really cool meeting you.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I love awkward meetings like that. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes it stick in your head, though, doesn't it? You'll never
true.
forget that meeting now. It was cool.
Yeah. And the following day, the 14th, we have the unforgettable Cody Whitecamp's birthday. Happy birthday, Cody.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Feliz cumpleaños, meme lord.
And following that on the 15th, we have lovely, lovely twins' birthdays. Not actual twins.
I like both of these people.
I mean, maybe we
very
do.
much. I mean, I like all of them. But...
I know. First up, we have the amazing Crystal King's birthday. Happy birthday, Crystal.
Happy birthday, Crystal.
Crystal was the one person who had the most positive impact on our last trip by giving me exercises to get rid of my plantar fasciitis.
Helped with my hip.
Yes.
A little, yes. Thank you very much. Extra happy birthday wishes then. And then also the same day we have, I love this guy. Somebody very special to my heart. It is the wonderful, we'll go with wonderful for this one. It is John Tyler's birthday. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday.
Just to put it, dangle carrots. I still haven't had a chance to do it, John. It's still sat there.
I know.
Because the other one's not here yet, and we can't do it, so...
Keep flaking out nose, John. It's terrible. We appreciate it, though. Anyway, now Chris is suitably
like,
confused.
What the hell?
Everybody is.
It's cryptic talk. All good.
But so is everybody listening. Nobody knows what that's going on.
I don't care, I like it.
Back to the birthdays. On the 19th, we have the lovely Willis Ward's birthday. Happy birthday, Willis.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And then the 22nd, we have the amazing Thomas. Well, I was going to give you a full with your initials. Thomas Burnell's birthday. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And finally, for this month, on the 23rd, we have the gorgeous Vicky Dawson's birthday. Happy birthday, Vicky.
Happy birthday, Vicky.
Happy birthday, Vicky.
Wishing you lots of love, hugs, happiness, memories, and cake.
Cake, there you go.
Cake.
Speaking of some of those people, because I know we're going to see at least one of them at the Weekender. I'm looking forward to seeing him and his better half.
What, the weekend?
Duh.
I'm not stupid, you know.
In
You
your
are.
eyes.
Lee's black eyes.
I was going to talk about my favourite line, but I can't talk about it on the podcast because it's rude. Anyway, the Weekender is coming. Tell people about it, you two.
Okay, tickets are on sale. General admission ticket includes the welcome meeting with Chris's world-famous evaporating cult juice.
Chris, are we ready to put the name of that out there, or would you still want to save it?
I mean, let's save it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny. I like it.
Yeah.
As Universal fans, you will appreciate the effort that Chris has put into the name.
All
of that
Universal love. That's all I'm going to say.
I love it.
I can't wait. We're also going to have group rides on Velocicoaster, Kong, and ET.
And apparently Fast and Furious. We put Fast and Furious in there now as well. Just because, I don't know why. Why not?
Do you really hate me? ET and Fast and Furious?
You know how I feel about Fast and Furious now as well. It's just going to be, car crash. Just a laugh in it.
We boo all the way through, or we get told off.
Probably.
There's also a chance to be part of Bow Pick a Bow Bow on the podcast, and our ever-present Men in Black competition, which I will lose because I've got worse and worse. Not as bad as Lee, but I've got worse and worse.
Curating prizes for that already.
Cool.
As well as the general ticket, don't forget our add-on experience, a private 3-course lunch at Vivo with a chance to ask the 4 of us anything in quotation marks, because Jeff's going to be there. So anything you like, and this takes place on Sunday lunchtime.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jeff is coming to everything now, apparently. Sorry, Jeff. And after seeing what he posted about
worried, though.
his other half yesterday, he posted a picture. Did you see it?
I didn't see.
I forgot to respond to it, but I died laughing.
Where's this?
Seeing your response to
on
it.
his Facebook page. And I just put, is this the kind of childish behaviour we're going to have to expect at the Weekender?
Hope so. I'm going looking.
Have you seen it?
I approve, yes. Wait. Oh, I've had an idea.
Anyway.
Jeff will like it.
There is also our 2022 Seekender Challenge. Of course, our Universal Orlando Scavenger Hunt, which is being set by, you've already heard him tonight, the Unofficial Guide's very own Seth Kabursky. That is an add-on to the general admission ticket, and you get a chance to create your own team of 2 to 6 and test your Universal Orlando knowledge and win some prizes. And as we keep saying, we're involved. There's going to be... So we can kind of say a little bit about it now. As part of the Seekender, there will be certain times where you will have to find one of us in a certain area, and we will give you a task that will be worth probably quite a few points.
Call it a side quest.
I'm quite excited about that.
And it depends on your bribe, how difficult
I'm quite looking
the
forward
quest is that I give you.
to be involved, because we weren't really involved in the Seekender last time. And this was a way of us. We weren't involved in the Seekender at all last time. So we were doing 2 as this time. So this was kind of our way of it's not really a tour, but involved in a specific area.
Yeah.
But being involved with the Seekender. Anyway.
Give us all a chance to do something a little personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. The general admission ticket, the Seekender and Vivo lunch can all be purchased by going to UUOP Weekender 2022.eventbrite.com. Eventbrite is BRITE.
Yeah.
And finally, we can announce that tickets for the Progressive Water Taxi dining experience are available. Spaces are very, very, very limited.
They are very limited right now.
Very limited. But it will include a drink at the Hard Rock's Velvet Lounge, an appetizer at Royal Pacific's Orchid Court, an entree at Portofino's Mamadella's, and fantastic dessert at Sapphire Falls Strongwater Tavern. Spaces, like I said earlier, are very limited for this. So to get in on it, email Michelle at PortKeyVacations.net.
I think as of now, there's 7 spaces left, and I know there's 2 people umming and ahhing over it. I think there's at least 4 people umming and ahhing over it at the moment. So yeah, if you want to get on that, get on it quick, because I don't think those spots will last long.
And the reason why we did it so limited, I don't know if you've mentioned it before, it's very difficult to get a large group going around.
Yeah.
The logistics of it just forced us to do it this small.
Yeah. And also we've all got to fit in a water taxi as well.
Well, we wanted to make it a little bit more personal as well.
Yeah, we wanted to be intimate so we can have quality time with everybody.
Yeah. Because as I've said before, I know you guys want to hang out with us, but I want to hang out with you guys just as much, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little taste of that this last trip.
I did very much. It was, and I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. Also, Weekender t-shirts are available. They are awesome. Just email podcast@uuopodcast.com with the title Weekender shirt and let us know that you want one and what size. They are available in sizes small to 4XL, standard US size. I am actually going to get my shirt from last year and just measure it up against a size.
Yeah.
Just to give an idea. They are coming in at $25 each. If you want one, let us know. They will be ready for collection at the Weekender when you sign in at the welcome meeting. Unless you want one before then, or you're not coming in, you still want one anyway, put that in the email and we'll sort out postage for you as well.
Because I know there's one person who's not coming who still wants a t-shirt. So
yeah. Special request vest style is available, like tank style is available.
Upon request.
It's on request. Let us know and we'll get you a price of that because it's a different pricing system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they are awesome. I'm so pleased with them this year. So yeah, if you go to our Facebook event page, you can see what they look like.
Yeah, you need to scroll down quite a bit, but it's there.
Yeah.
Can I get mine like in a crop top or no?
No.
Well, if you've got some scissors, you can.
Even if they're available, I'm still not letting you have one.
But yeah, Ian worked incredibly hard on them, and
I thought they came out fantastic.
Yeah, they do. The super
I even
cool.
messaged Lee the other day. I'm like, is this the shirt and the logo? I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Right.
we need to order ours actually.
Yeah.
Do we not get them free?
Well, if you're paying for them, yeah.
Oh, God. Right, let's take this home. I mean, obviously we've talked about Hurricane Ian, but and how it affected Halloween Horror Nights, but we've had a bit of an announcement, Chris. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So due to Hurricane Ian disrupting the Orlando theme parks and Halloween Horror Nights, Universal have added 2 new event dates today, Tuesday, October 11th, and Monday, October 24th. The new dates are valid for frequent fear pass holders, and tickets for the new dates went on sale on October 4th. Premier pass holders can take advantage of their Halloween Horror Nights free admission benefit to experience the event on either of these dates, or they could also have used them on Wednesday, October 5th.
So far behind. We haven't done a news show for weeks, by the way.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's weird how they've stuck them in the middle and not... Because normally they extend it at the end, don't they? Sometimes. Like, they'll run it into, like, November 1st, November 2nd. But, I mean, they could have just left it, couldn't I suppose? But
Yeah. Anyway, enough Halloween talk. I'm done.
shut up.
Done.
We're
It's
talking
Christmas.
about it next week and
Nope.
the week after.
It's
and the week.
Christmas.
So I'm going to put that out there. I know a lot of you don't like Halloween Horror Nights, but spoilers now. We're talking about it next week, the week after, and the week after that.
No, it's Christmas.
No,
I've done it now. I'm not going anymore. It's Christmas now.
Oh, well,
And like we said at the beginning, right at the top of the show, it's Christmas. Very excited. Grinch breakfast. I'm
Go
going
on,
to it
then.
every single day.
just to satisfy you, they've released the stuff we've actually been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
We've like when they announced the holidays were coming, there was like there's some
God,
things
shut up.
missing off here that
Yeah, I was
they
very
better be
worried.
getting announced.
Very worried. And they announced it. So the holidays are taking place at Universal November the 12th through January the 1st. I'm not allowed to go to everyone because Lee's just so mean. You can add even more awesome to your holidays with special fun created just for the season. Treat yourself to a tasty morning at breakfast with the Grinch and friends. Okay then, I will.
We have, because we've got it booked. The 5 of us will be taking part in this on the Saturday morning during the weekend.
My inner child is released.
I'm excited. I've never done this.
Have
Even
you
though
not?
we've tried to What?
You've never done it?
Dude, we've had this conversation since I started the podcast where you're like, oh, you should do it. I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. And then I always forget and it's sold out.
I'm so happy now that there's 4 of us getting to experience it for the first time.
I'm super excited.
I'm like a giddy kid at Christmas. It's like all the Christmases have come at once. I'm so excited.
I was sat at work and I saw the email drop onto my phone and I was like, oh, the email. And I checked it and it's like Grinch breakfast. And I immediately messaged Michelle and was like, Michelle, Grinch breakfast. No, because she's the one that's booking the bloody thing. That's why. Well, the group chat, wasn't it? It was the group chat, our podcast.
Yeah.
Michelle, breakfast is available. Get it booked. And she was like literally
40
within
exclamation points after that too.
And within 20 minutes, it was booked.
So, you start your day at Circus McGurk's Cafe Stupendous with the Grinch and his Whoville friends. Enjoy a tasty breakfast buffet with themed foods and breakfast favourites too, including a non-alcoholic beverage and specialty treats.
It says themed food for the breakfast.
I know.
Interesting.
Green eggs and ham.
I'm excited. We're doing it late because Chris apparently can't get up. But you'll have to be up anyway because we're doing
There better be
weekend
food
stuff
left.
beforehand,
Better
Chris.
not run out.
You were
What's
like,
this non-alcoholic beverage
I know.
talk here?
That's okay. We'll go to a pub afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. You get one digital download photo from one character interaction.
that's
What?
not bad.
For one character interaction.
Yeah, you'll only get one. They're not going to give you a photo for everyone. It's basically like the scare actor dining, isn't it? Where you got like the picture with Shorty or whatever it was.
Can you buy
I wonder
the
if you
others?
have the annual pass for that, if they'll let you do that.
No?
Possibly.
Oh,
We should find out.
Or you just use your phone.
I want them all. Regular ticket prices are $41.99 per adult plus tax, which is ages 10 plus. And for children aged 3 to 9, that is $26. I'm assuming plus tax? Or children tax free?
No.
Reservations are required. I've got mine. This takes place on selected dates only between November the 12th to December the 29th, 2022.
And I meant to ask Michelle when she was down there this weekend because apparently annual pass holders get a 20% discount on this. She was going to look into it. I don't know whether she did. I will have to message her earlier because with a 20% discount, it actually works out really.
It's really nice.
It really is, yeah.
Does that mean we could go twice?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Chris
go
is paying
twice.
for it apparently.
But
They
it's
use the
my-
company credit card here.
Yeah.
As far as character breakfasts go, even without the discount, that's not bad.
No.
No,
'Cause
it's
you
not
look
at all.
Disney, and Disney are usually
Yeah.
$50 plus.
But
Shut up, you're not getting it.
But it's my birthday too.
So is mine as well, but I don't care.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. And it's my special birthday.
No, what is? No, is it?
Yes, it is.
What is it? It's what is it
Her
special about
21st
it?
birthday.
Is it?
It's my birthday. It's always bloody special. Thank you very much. God damn it.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
See what I have to put up with.
I'm going to stay on the side.
It's that thing again, isn't it? Two Americans, only one American. One American sits baffled while two Northerners battle.
I'm just going to continue eating my popcorn.
This I'm intrigued about, and I know we've kind of potentially talked about doing it, but I didn't realise 4.5 hours.
Good Lord. You can also join Universal's holiday tour and enjoy access to all sorts of seasonal sites on a 4.5-hour guided stroll through the park.
A stroll.
I know what my feet were like after 2 hours in Horror Nights. Both are available for a limited time, so book soon to maximise your merriment. Let me book first, though. I don't want to miss it. Join the tour to unwrap all of this awesome. Exclusive meet and greet with the Grinch and his faithful dog, Max. Reserve seating for the Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular. Small plates including cookies, hoo hash, chicken and waffles, popcorn shrimp. Plus, nearly spoiled it there. Poor Chris would have been like, you said alcoholic. Plus non-alcoholic beverages and hot cocoa bar. And a hot cocoa bar at Circus McGurk's Cafe Stupendous.
This is the only time of the year that Circus McGurk's has got anybody in it.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, when we got our green eggs and when we got our tater tots from Green Eggs and Ham on our last trip, we went into Circus McGurk's to eat. There was nobody in there.
We sat at empty tables and people came and sat next to us. It's like when you're in the car park and you park like a million miles
Yeah,
and then
I
you
hate
come out,
that.
there's one car next to you. There's also a Santa meeting, including one My Universal Photos digital download per party. Priority access to one attraction, subject to itinerary. An after-hours showing of the magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle. Tour times are approximate, subject to vary by date. Reservations and separate theme park admission are required. Tours will include multiple parties in the same tour group, up to 12 guests per tour. That's just like a VIP tour.
Basically,
Yeah.
like a non-private
non-private
RIP
one, yeah.
tour, yeah.
Tour pricing and availability vary depending upon the date and product selection. Theme park admission is not included in the listed price. Reservations are required. See T&Cs apply. So, anyway.
It's interesting the price isn't actually on there. I'm going to have a look how much that is.
Yeah, I was going to say if you
A bit
saw
pretty
it.
penny, that
Also,
one.
Can we skip the Santa meeting and just do like the Grinch again? Or how does that work?
No, I don't think so.
You don't want to sit on Santa's knee and tell me you're being a good boy.
Fine. I'm also.
So
I hope they have it included here. That I don't see any roast beast.
Uh-huh.
Or at least a little grilled cheese sandwich on top of it. They should give us that.
Universal's holiday tour starts from $79.99 plus tax.
Really?
Why did you think that's cheap? Expensive?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that is cheap. That's going to be like a Tuesday.
For 4.5 hours entertainment?
Well, it's that. So the interesting thing I want to know, priority access to one attraction. Can you get me on Hagrid's without waiting, please? Because it'll be a 4-hour line like it always is. That's what I'd want to know. This is where we need the travel agent. She's not friggin' here.
I don't think $79 is a bad price for all this.
No, I don't think it's bad at all.
Because you have food included. So, like, that's your meal. You have a hot cocoa bar, if that's your thing.
No.
You get priority into the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
You basically get an express, an after-hours showing of the Hogwarts projection. No, it's not bad, actually.
Free
Wait, the
photo.
Grinch show isn't in here, is it?
Yeah, that's what it says. The Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular.
You get a dog.
Oh, okay. I see that now. Yeah.
So you're getting the private meet and greet. You're basically getting a character meal. It's not, but it kind of is. With if you wrap the Grinch meat and the food in.
Now, I told you this before when they first offered this, which I think was a couple of years back, like right before COVID, right? I think it was the first time they offered something like this.
I don't honestly know.
I feel like this was offered back in 2019, only because when we spoke about it, I said that price is worth it alone to not have to wait in line to see the Grinch.
Yes.
Because when you go, when you're going to be there, you're going to see it. That line is ours.
Yeah.
Then I said this alone, or that feature alone, just to skip that line and just go straight to the Grinch, is worth this thing.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at availability.
I don't want to wait hours.
You won't. You get to see him when you have your breakfast.
Yeah, but I want to see the Grinch every time he's available.
It's her birthday, Lee.
Yeah.
It's not a birthday.
It is
not
my
for another
birthday.
couple of weeks.
It's my special birthday.
Right. It's not your special birthday. Shut up.
My special birthday.
Let's have a look. So if we look at, say we wanted to do it, and I'm not saying this because this is when we're going to do it, because I don't really want to spend that much money.
Not even for
The
your
holiday
wife's birthday.
tour. $159.98.
Special birthday.
So if
Exactly.
we went on, say, the day after we arrive, the Tuesday. So the Tuesday, it's not available. It's not available any of the time. Oh, no, it is. You'd have to do it on the Sunday or the Monday. So the weekend or the Monday. At 6 p.m.
On the Monday?
$159.98. To get a
Yeah, I
discount.
told you that'd be a Tuesday.
That's a Monday.
No, I know. I said that $79 price. I bet it was a Tuesday.
No, that is a Monday. That's
The 79?
Yeah,
So what was 150?
for 2 tickets.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't make that
Cool.
clear.
I thought it was 160. Like,
No, that was for 2.
oh,
Doesn't say there's any sort
mean-
of annual pass holder discount on it, which it does for the character breakfast.
I mean, that sounds like a really nice present for someone's special birthday. if
Shut
you
your
ask me.
I
face,
know.
you. We've got enough to do.
I've got
I don't want to
nothing.
be in a group with other
I've got nothing to-
randos.
Fine, it's even cheaper then. I just need
Unless
one
Chris
ticket.
and Alexa want to do it with us and Michelle and whoever else. I'm sure we could probably get a group of 12 together to be... Mind you, I said that
Well,
about the
everybody
RIP
be gone, though,
tour.
by
It wasn't
then.
that friggin'
We'll just
easy.
bring the entire RIP tour, yeah. Chuck, Kyle,
Yeah.
Thomas,
Well,
let's go.
Kyle will be there. Kyle's coming on the water taxi dinner, so he'll be there. Gillian will be there.
It's my special birthday, so I demand presents for everybody, so...
Yeah. Chris lives out there, so I think everybody's
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see whether we can factor. It's more
Well,
about
it's going
the
to go
timing.
quickly. It's going to get booked up.
It's still available
Just
now.
saying. Yeah, but it might not be in like 10 minutes. Just saying.
10 minutes.
Shock,
It'll be
baby,
sharp
10
at
minutes.
Sense of urgency.
I'm not booking it in 10 minutes. I'll tell you that for out.
How can you live with the consequences?
Yes,
That's
I
the
can quite
question.
happily live with the consequences.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
You bloody book it then. Why do I have to do it?
Because it's my birthday.
What about my birthday?
Oh, you
Special
get your
birthday.
birthday celebrated every year. I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about now.
I'm too busy with Christmas.
Still get bloody celebrated. Anyway,
Move this show right along.
Yeah.
we are actually, I am, as we talked about, very excited to get to that did get you the Grinch breakfast sorted out. I knew you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually can't.
Especially with our group there.
Yeah, for definite. And like I say, I'm
Poor Grinch.
not realizing that you and Alexa, I think it was one of those things I knew, but I'd just forgotten. That the fact that there's 4 of us there that have never done it before, it's going to be super cool. I'm very intrigued by this themed foods lark as well. I was just expecting, I'll be honest, I was expecting like a typical character breakfast, like sausage and bacon and eggs and the usual crap, you know.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I'll take themed food anytime.
Yeah.
And my entertainment's going to be just watching Tracy interact with everybody, to be honest.
Squealing.
Well, that's a good thing. It's not just the Grinch, because I thought it was just the Grinch coming around. But by the start, it's a Grinch and friends, so I'm assuming there'll be Who's and stuff, and they seem, if they're anything like they are when you watch them on vlogs and stuff, just milling around Zeus Landing, they seem an absolute blast as well.
They are that awesome.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. Cool. I guess that's going to wrap up another episode, Chris. We are still doing our house rankings, so let people know.
Yes, we are. Yep. Yeah, we're still doing the UUOP listener house rankings. So if you are going to join us on that or join in on that, drop us an email with the 10 houses in order from your favorite to least favorite to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And we will tally everything up and give the official, unofficial house rankings from listeners.
Like the listeners, because we're doing ours. So we're doing ours next week. Spoilers, we've already recorded it. Of where we ranked them, and it was an interesting conversation, to be quite honest. I'm very surprised at where certain people had certain houses on their list.
We'll say it's crazy how much some of the houses jumped and how aligned some of the houses were.
Yes,
Definitely.
But yeah, so again, don't forget, Producer Club open. Get your tickets for the weekend about. We'd love to see you all there. It's going to be such a blast. But for now, we're going to wrap up this episode with another UUOP. We're going to wrap this episode up with a Universal Is, and this one comes from the inimitable Jeff Royds.
Oh, no.
But of course,
get the bleep button ready.
If you want to get involved, he's already annoyed that someone stole his wicked pisser from last week. But of course, if you want to get involved, all you've got to do is let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less and send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for now, Jeff says Universal is 7 weeks away. See you next week, everyone.
That was another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at PortKeyVacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, call off the Marines, we're coming home.